Thank you for coming to point of honor with 3202. I would like to call Tyler Scanning for the presentation of the color.
Please stand for the presentation of colors. Color guard, board, march. Color guard, hold. Color guard, post and colors. Standing for the pledge of allegiance. Attention, salute the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Color guard dismissed. Audience, you may be seated. Scouts, please remain standing. On my honor,
I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scouts, you may be seated.
I would like to call Bryson Huntington, who is coming forward to lead us in opening prayer.
Scout observers. Dear Lord, thank you for this day to be together to celebrate all of our hard work in scouting. By receiving these awards, please protect us all for the remainder of this week and show Scout honor in all we do. Amen. Amen.
At this time, I would like to call up Nikki Pennington and Sawyer Palmer to come forward and light up Scout Law candles. Lucy Griffin, read Scout Law.
The Scout oath and law are the fundamental principles moral sense. There's multiple stuff. Feel like I'm every year, right? Feel like I'm every year, right? Yeah. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Mason, Kate, and Kate and I, and Sawyer for lighting candles, and great job for the North Guard guys, and Bryson, very good prayer wherever you're at and see you scout uniforms. Thank you guys for coming to this court of honor, this special court of honor. I will tell you that my hand got saved by scout work yesterday. I found that there's a little button that I can check that says sign my name. So on that table over there is about 220 merit badges. And I said 13 ranks, but more than that, it's like 16 ranks. So thank you for the auto pen selection. We're going to start with some advancements of ranks. So will the following scouts and their parents please come forward to receive their new scout rank: Carson Funk, Evan Dennis, Oliver Doyle, Owen Honeycutt, and Harrison Foster. Parents, please come forward. You guys take a step kind of forward, just one small step forward so that mom and dad don't get themselves on fire. So boys, you've learned the Boy Scout oath and the law. You've learned the sign, the salute, the handshake. We welcome you into our troop. We want you to understand that by accepting this rank, this is only the beginning. It is not even a step. It is just kind of looking at the trail and saying, we're going to walk like this eagle. Okay? So, by accepting this rank, you're going to promise to us, all the people here witnessing, that you will strive for higher goals and higher achievements. And I wish you luck on your trail to eagles. It will get tougher and steeper as you climb. Do you accept that challenge? If you do, say I do.
I do.
Thank you, Evan. Evan said he did. Let's try that again. Do you accept that? Okay. SPO, you may present them with their badges. So parents, you will take a badge and pin it upside down on their shirt lapel, and you can sew it on their shirt once they do their first good turn. All right, our newest scouts. I hope to see you back up here in December to get an attendance report. All right. So the following scouts and their parents, please come to the stage. Ray Crisco and Cajun Kennedy. Alright guys, so a journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a single step. See, the scouts were just up here and we said that's not even a step, that's looking at the trail, right? You guys took your necessary for you to be able to get to that ultimate summit of eagle. Tenderfoot means inexperienced beginner. If you don't like that title, then you need to advance. Right, Katie? I like that low table when I said that. You looked at me like, I'm not inexperienced. You've taken that first step on that trail. The next step's going to be steeper and harder, and it gets even more steep as we climb. Are you willing to accept what comes with the next step? If you do, say I do.
I do.
They're merit badges. They're not merit badges, they're ranks. Parents, you will pin it on their shirt upside down and sew it on once they do the first good turn. Our newest Tenderfoot Scouts. Congratulations. All right, I need Malachi Hines, Mason Griffin, Alex Getty, Elias Boomer, Sawyer Palmer, and their parents, please come to the stage. All right, these scouts have earned the second class rank. So when we look at the second class badge, it's simply a scroll. And that scroll has its ends turned up. I have it upside down right now. It looks like a smiley face. I know you in the back can't see that. Trust me, Matt, it's what it's doing, it's smiling at you. And then it's in that fashion to remind you of the willing smile of the scout. Suspended from that scroll that's in the smiley face is a square knot to remind you of the slogan, to do a good turn daily. And inscribed on that scroll is the motto, be prepared. If you have advanced in Scouts, you have shown that you understand what those things mean. As you continue to advance, those things will become ever so important in everything that we do. It should be part of your everyday thought process and decision making. And as you do that, we'll begin to see that as you get the next rank. So the skills that you've learned will continue to help you as you go through your life. And we'll only hone those skills as we continue. Do you accept the responsibilities that come with the second class rank? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Anyone opposed? Elias, you say no? You said no? Ms. Miguel, you represent Mr. Briggs. Here, you can begin that badge upside down. newest second-class scouts. All right. The following scouts and their parents, please come forward. Abel Dale, Beckett Tucker, Bryson Honeycutt, Teddy Doyle, and James Dennis. All right, these scouts have earned the star rank, believe it or not. You might be a star. In receiving your star rank tonight, guys, you have taken a long step towards you. You've advanced in the ways that obligate you now to give back to younger scouts to become leaders in the troop. So the days of playing around and force playing all the time are behind us, right? Right? That's where you say yes. Yes, sir.
No promises.
Tonight you leave a group that receives scouting and you now step into a smaller group that has the privilege of giving scouting. To give leadership, guidance, and inspiration to your younger scouts who will follow your lead. That's very important words there. If you lead them the wrong way, they will follow you. So you need to pick the right path. Your willingness to do this will be a pledge of service and a sign that you understand the ideal of scouting. May the star badge that you receive tonight be a constant reminder of the star of service that you should be. Not just here, but outside the walls and outside of our campsites in your everyday life. May that also illuminate the trail that will lead you to manhood, because that is right over the hilltop, believe it or not. Are you willing to accept those responsibilities that accompany this rank? If so, I do.
I do.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. You may present them with their badges. All right, we were waiting on the chase. He was trying not to stab back in his heart. James, you can turn around and face the crowd. Our newest Star Scout. All right. So with that, I am going to step back into the darkness here and turn this back over to Peyton and his faithful assistant, Jacob.
Would like to all members of the Code Patrol Police come forward. Brady Briscoe, Evan Dennis, Oliver Hill, Oda Honeycutt, and Isaac Younger. I would like to call Jason Briscoe to present these boys their awards.
All right, Evan has earned a merit badge for chess, basketry, fish and wildlife, mammal study, and swimming. Has earned his merit badges for swimming, basketry, mammal study, fish and wildlife, graphic arts, and first aid. Last but not least, Owen. All right, Owen has earned his badges for swimming, fish and wildlife, mammal study, and reptile and
Good job, Greg.
Good job, guys.
Eagle Patrol Police Awards. Sawyer Palmer, Mason Griffin, Malachi Hines, Easton Lee, Elias Woodward, Peterson Gettings, Alex Gettings, and
It says Alex up front.
I would like to call upon Brian Palmer and Mark Chu to present these boys with their awards.
Okay, we've got Malachi Hines, completing the reptile and amphibian, fish and wildlife, mammal study, wood carving, search and rescue, and swimming. Elias Woodward received wood carving, swimming, search and rescue, emergency preparedness, first aid, railroading, robotics, and electronics. Caden Pennington finished fish and wildlife, reptile and amphibian, animal study, swimming, and first aid.
Alex Getty has earned merit badges for search and rescue, wood carving, energy, geocaching, leatherwork, emergency preparedness, and electricity. search and rescue, kayaking, game design, and chess.
We have Easton Lee, wood carving, energy, emergency and preparedness, electricity, geocaching, kayaking, and search and rescue.
Mason Griffin has earned merit badges in railroading, emergency preparedness, chess, electronics, search and rescue, chemistry, robotics, and fingerprinting.
Good, Ross. You guys are dismissed. Congratulations.
We'll let the board members of the public please come forward. Shante Blackman, Abel Dale, James Dennis, Eddie Doyle, Edson Foster, Bryson Honeycutt, Ken Winker, Brady Marks, Becky Tucker, Christian Simmons, Gage Dorothy, and Logan Brooks.
All right, signs up.
We got Cam Linker here. He earned his citizenship in society. Christian Simmons here. He earned his citizenship in society.
Braden Marks has earned a merit badge in metalworking, rifle shooting, swimming, cooking, citizenship in society, leatherwork, and woodwork. Congratulations.
CJ Blackman has earned woodwork, leatherwork, rifle shooting, citizenship in society, cooking, and metalwork.
Harrison Foster has earned merit badges in metalwork, swimming, leatherwork, woodwork, rifle shooting, scholarship, and cooking. Congratulations.
Teddy Doyle has earned cooking, leatherwork, metalwork, woodwork, and citizenship in society.
Bryson Honeycutt has earned his metalwork, citizenship in society, woodwork, and cooking.
Abel Dell has earned his woodwork, metalwork, leatherwork, cooking, and citizenship in society.
There it is. Yep. Gabriel Shover has earned his merit badges in nature, reptile and amphibian, mammal study, fish and wildlife, citizenship and society, search and rescue, and swimming. Congratulations.
Becky Tucker has earned metalwork, citizenship and society, leatherwork, cooking, woodwork, and rifle shooting.
James Dennis has earned his in cooking, citizenship in the community, citizenship in society, chess, rifle shooting, metalworking, music, leatherwork, and woodwork. So basically,
And Logan Willis here has earned reptile amphibian, mammal study, swimming, and fish and wildlife.
Hey, there's no way to awesome picture. You guys look towards Ross so you get a picture.
Abel.
Abel, look at Ross. All right, you're dismissed. Good job, guys.
The following members of the Patriot Patrol Police Force: Eli Glazier, Wiley Honeycutt, Carson Monk, Brantley Murray, and Noah Sheffield. I would like to call upon Matt Murray to present these boys with their awards.
All right. Noah Sheffield. Emergency preparedness, family life, life saving, motor boating, personal management, weather, search and rescue, and citizenship and society. Good job. Everybody's got citizenship and society. Can you say the word? Also citizenship and society. Eli Glazier, camping, citizenship in nation, and cooking. Brantley Murray, emergency preparedness, cycling, personal management, search and rescue, wood carving, shotgun shooting, motor boating, electricity, and fishing.
Look at Ross, guys. Noah, look at Ross. Eli, Ross.
Hey there. Hello.
Good job, guys.
following members of the American
We got archery, family life, cycling, citizenship and society, communication, motorboating, oceanography, shotgun shooting, animation. Eat and cook, search and rescue, kayaking, motorboating, citizenship and society, and fishing. Madison Beck, citizenship and society. Jacob, archaeology, cooking, kayaking, pioneering, search and rescue. Down by John. Great job, guys.
The following members of the Raven Patrol please come forward. Wright Doss, Winston,
Greg Esson.
Wilson Kenneth, Elijah Sheffield, and Kate Dawson. Now I would like to call upon Charles Osborne to present these boys with their merit badges.
All right. So Caden has earned his motorboating badge, farm mechanics, cycling, drafting, woodwork, and sports. Elijah Sheffield has earned chess, the chess, and motorboating and cycling. Brett Dussey has earned traffic safety.
I would like to invite Scoutmaster Matt to present the award. It's a stage light, man. You guys see that better now? Good, we need it in a second. All right, so I'm going to start with recruiter strip, and Charles is going to help me with this. So I'd like for James, Dennis, Evan Dennis, and Teddy Gore to please come forward. We'll give the quartermaster the brace. Take it over.
All right, so to earn this badge, you got to recruit an individual into Scouts. You let Evan have it because you recruited somebody in Cub Scouts, right? Awesome.
So Teddy and James both recruited Ariston, and I think we're going to have them fight over who got the merit or the badge. I think it would be an unfair fight for Teddy, so we Good job, guys. If the rest of you recruit a friend, you can get a recruiter strip also. So go tell your friends all the cool things we do. We have more room. We can have more seats in here.
Good job, guys. You can wear that on your uniform. Congratulations.
Alright, so we got some scouts that earned their totemship at summer camps. So you go down to Raven Scouts, spend a little bit of time during your free time, you can actually earn your totemship. Totemship allows you to use more tools like a hatchet, saws, things like that, okay? And that's going to read out the cards.
All right, so the following scouts completed this summer camp, but unfortunately I only have one badge because I thought they gave us the badge.
Yeah, so I don't give you the cards.
So I will get you the badge. I'll get it to you, but we'll let you fight over it tonight after. So Logan Willis, please come forward. Caden Pennington, Oliver Doyle, Ray Briscoe, Owen Honeycutt. I'm going to keep the badge so that I can give you all the badge at the same time. But you have the cards. That means that now you supposedly are safe to use a knife on camping. Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Alright, so next up is our firemanship. So this little award allows you to build a fire on our campout, right? So you gotta go through some trainings and actually build a fire that actually lasts for more than 30 seconds, right? So as Matt reads these out, please come up here and get your award.
And this was earned at just a random camp out. So that's why it's important to come to camp out. So if you ain't got a firemanship, maybe you need to show up at a camp out. And if we don't do it at that camp out, come to the next one because we might do it at that one. Sawyer Palmer, please come forward. Mason Griffin. Elias Woodward. Caden Pennington. And Alex Gettings.
All right, little man. Congratulations, buddy. Now you can build a fire, right? The fire's gonna last. We're gonna find out.
Congratulations, guys. You good, Ross? Next we'll do stand-up paddle board. I'd like for Andy Gettings to please come forward. I don't know.
Really?
He can't put the same sound on it. He can put this on his student trunk, so maybe that's what those are. And he completed the stand-up paddleboard course at summer camp, which gets him the badge that he can put on,
Swim trunks, bag.
not his uniform, anything else but his uniform. Okay? So swimming trunks, coat, blanket, whatever. You know, they put it on your brother's uniform. You can do that. And then I saw Andy actually do this at ODX before we went to summer camp. So he had some practice in the family coverage. And we also sang the paddle board. Congratulations, Andy. All right, next is the Paul Bunyan Award, and this is awarded to scouts who help to teach other scouts how to be safe with a knife and with other cutting tools. So these guys that sometimes get their tokenship don't always complete it all the way, but we do it in little segments. And some of these boys have completed the requirements of teaching a bunch of scouts random things like how to split wood. So if your scout comes home and says, I don't know how to split wood, they're not telling you the truth. If they've been on a camp out with us, they split wood. So we'll let Charles read out those names.
All right, so one other thing that he didn't mention about this, so these boys did this at Philma. You must clear a trail or do a conservation project for at least 2 hours. So will the following scouts please join me on stage? Caden Osborne, Elijah Sheffield, Brett Gussie, and John Tucker. Told you to get some. All right, so Caden.
Yours is underdressed.
Elijah. Brett Gussie.
It's not worn on your uniform. You put it on anything else but your uniform. Congratulations, guys. You're dismissed. John Lloyd, I want you to put yours right there. All right, we did have intentions of calling the ODX and IDX crew up here, but Class B let us down on our patch. But there's a patch up there on the wall. Our little hanging thing was not on there, so we sent it back. So we'll present those at our next board of honor. So good job, guys. All right, with that, I'm going to talk a little bit at you about some announcements. So one of the biggest burning things that's in your mind is, what about Alaska 2025? And those words were a lot bigger on my screen when, 2026. They were a lot bigger on my screen in my office when I made that slide. So hopefully you can see it. And I'll send this out as a message. So those of you that are interested in going with us to Alaska 2026, it will be in July 2026. It will probably still be cold there, maybe rainy, maybe snowy, it just depends on where we're at. But there's some financial requirements and there's some participation requirements that I have to have out of you. To, one, ensure that you're paying your dues, because Alaska is not cheap. This is double the cost, I would say, of what we experienced at Yellowstone. So it's a little unnerving for me, but I need your input from that to know that we're going to do it. So to meet your financial requirements, every scout that wants to go needs to increase, that's the key word, increase their fundraising account by $600 between now and when we leave for Alaska. So if you go back and you talk to Miss Tara and you already have $600, that's great. I need you to make it higher. I need $600 more in the account. And that's to offset the 50-50 split that I'm offering you. So the offer is that you can go to Alaska out of your pocket for $1,250. That's pretty cheap because the plane ticket itself is about $1,000. That's a little bit higher than we had estimated. And if Chase comes back and tells me it's any higher than that, I don't know. I'm not going to repeat what I might say. Now, there's a key caveat to that. That is what you pay out of your pocket if you meet the requirements. If you don't meet the requirements, you can still go, but you're going to pay to play. That make sense? So I'll talk about that in a second. In October of 2025, which is next month, if you want to go, you need to put a deposit down. You need to put some skin in the game and put your name on a piece of paper. That piece of paper is going to be an agreement that you understand what you are signing up for and what you're agreeing to participate in. Okay? It will be a memo of understanding is what we're going to sign. We will sign it, the parent will sign it, the scout will sign it, so they understand what all the requirements are. Those of you that are thinking like, well, how will I pay for that? There's a payment schedule. $200 in November, December, and January. You can take those months off because it's the Christmas months, right? Get yourself caught back up, hopefully not too far in the hole. Start back paying in February, March, April, May. You follow that payment schedule, you can pay it up in easy installments of $200.
How much interest?
Come see me, I'll talk about interest for your account. So the participation requirements are, there are 8 opportunities, I think, it might be 7. Travis Doyle kind of somewhat rained on my parade about an 8th opportunity last night. But there are at least 7 opportunities for you to go camping and participate. 2 of those are mandatory if you're going to go. One of those is right around the corner, which is Horn Creek. And in a second, I'm going to ask either Jeff or Charles to come up and explain why that's a mandatory camp out. But it involves a fundraiser, and I need as many hands as I can get there as possible. The other mandatory camp out is the Grayson Highlands trip, and I've already scheduled it. It is the first weekend in May. That is not a financial requirement camping trip. That is a are you physically ready camping trip. So don't make that the camping trip where you decide, I think I'm going to learn how to pack my bag and start walking on the trail. You need to have already done that beforehand. There's going to be opportunities before that, so don't shy away from it. For instance, we might say in January, we're going to go hike a trail over in the URI and spend one night. It might be cold. It's okay. We're not going to let you freeze to death. It actually is really good camping weather when it's cold. And it's a fun time. So get out there and walk on the trail. In between that, nothing's stopping you from going out and exercising yourself, getting your legs underneath you. If you can't meet the minimum requirements, so you can't make those 5 campouts, for whatever excuses you have, there's a penalty. Because I can't take you to Alaska not ready. I've already taken people to Yellowstone that were not ready. And I'm not doing that again. Okay? Does that make sense? So if you can't make a camp out, that's cool. It's $250 if you miss it. You're going to pay back in food. Does that make sense? And that's on top of the $1,250 that you're going to pay in. Okay? We can't sink our scout troop and tank our scout troop for whatever reasons we come up with. Okay? So that means you got to have some forward thinking. You know this is coming. A lot of you are very active scouts, and I like that. So if you know that you play baseball in April, you probably want to come to those camping trips that are when you're not playing baseball, so you know you're getting your time in. Okay? Now, in the event that there is an extenuating circumstance, the committee will meet and we'll discuss that. Okay? That is not a MAC decision. That is a greater committee decision that is headed up by Ron Gaddix. So I will take that problem to Ron and we'll figure it out. Okay? But it needs to be an extenuating circumstance, like you were in the hospital or something like that. Okay? Not that you just didn't want to go walk on the door trip.
What if a family member died?
That could be an extenuating circumstance. But if you tell me out of these 8 times, every time we go camping, if a family member dies, I'm going to start asking some questions about your family.
I'm going to start responding, I did it.
I'm going to have to talk to your dad about that. All right. Roll slides. So with that, we got some fundraising that we got to do. And one of those is currently going on, and that's the Sporting Place tournament. Some of you guys and some of you parents have seen those flyers come home. So I'm going to have Darren, you can stand where you are and talk about that.
Yes, if you've got anything you need to get turned in, we need to get that, the deadline for the last, what was that, Tuesday this month? 30, that next week? No,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from today,
I have a schedule here in a second.
yeah, 2 weeks from today will be the last one for teams, because we have to give them a count, at least a week before, on how many teams we're gonna have shooting in the tournament. So, if you can get out there and get some more of those sponsors, I think we can take up to about a week before, but we gotta have time to be able to make the signs and all, to put up that, the station sponsorship. So, really, everything needs to be kind of wrapping up in 2 weeks. So, we need to get out there. If you guys haven't got some sponsors, you can get some so you can get a part of that fundraising account.
If you'd like a flyer, just see me or Darren tonight. I have some downstairs. I'd be more than happy to send a scout down to grab you some.
Thank you, guys. All right, peanut sales, Charles. You can say it there if you want to. That's fine.
All right, so peanut sales. So this is an easy way to help get to that number that Matt wants. Was it $600, I think? So it's an easy way to get there. Is peanut sales, right? So we do it a couple times. We do Fruit Truck Friday, so it's the first Friday of every month. There's a sign up genius that goes out. And over our cruise in, was that every third?
Fourth Friday, I think.
Every fourth Friday of the month.
We
All
got
right.
one coming up next month.
So one coming up, and then the Stanfield Craft Fair. So that's a really big one. It's kind of easy. It's inside, so you don't have to worry about the wet elements. It's going to be the Stanfield Craft Fair. I think it's over Veterans Day weekend. I think it's the second Saturday in November. So we will sell peanuts.
I got it on the schedule.
Okay, so we will be selling peanuts there. People like to come by and see the scouts in their class days, having fun. It's really easy to make easy money there.
And then we got the Horn Creek. Jeff, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to turn it over to Charles?
All right, so Horton Creek. So this past weekend, we went to Pilot Mountain. While the boys were out learning how to orienteer, I took myself and 2 other leaders over to Horton Creek to learn how to make the chicken stew. That's important because now we own that chicken stew. So that is going to be one of our major fundraisers. I didn't realize until this past weekend, how much staff we're going to need. So I got to run the cash boxes, I got to run the serving tray, I got to run the pots, I got to run cleanup, and I also have to run the go between the pots and the serving crew. Not to mention, I'm also going to have a stand selling peanuts and apple cider just like we did last year. So to pull that off, I think one shift was what? I think we figured out it's 13 people.
We do one shift, it'll be about 15 boys and 8 adults.
Okay, so that's one
12-hour
shift.
day.
So we're there all day. We're there from, the men will have to get up and be there at 5 o'clock in the morning to stock the pots. But the boys will show up about 8 o'clock and start working. So if we want these boys to work an hour or two and get an hour off or something, I need every scout present. That's why we're doing a mandatory camp out. So that way I can have more than I took last year, which was like 14 kids. I need a minimum of 25 or 30 kids. And as many leaders as I can get. That's why we made it.
We'll take you too.
Yep. Come on.
Scout parents don't have to camp, you just come up there for the day and work. We'll feed you. I'll even give you some water.
And some great chicken stew.
And some great chicken stew. All right, guard sale. Michelle, you want to talk about that, or Craig, or you want me to do it? All right, Craig?
Our yard sales on November 1st. We've generally made some decent money doing this. We hosted it right out in front of the church. If you have anything that you would like to donate to the Boy Scouts for the yard sale, contact me or anyone else, and we'll schedule a pickup in front of the church to take it to an off-site storage facility that we have. And we appreciate any donations that you can make.
Clean your garage out, clean your closet out. Got anything you want to donate? Send a message over to your email, and I'll let Craig know about it. We'll come pick it up from you. Of course, you have to bring it here, and then we'll take it from you. Last thing on the announcements is dues. Some of us are getting a little bit behind on our dues. So remember, Scouts, that's your responsibility to keep up with that due sheet. And I know most of you don't have a job, right, Eli? Don't have a job, so you probably have to ask mom and dad, like, hey, I'm behind on my dues. It's your responsibility to tell them that. That's your fiscal responsibility. That's the word of the day. Fiscal responsibility, or it's a phrase of the day, I guess it would be.
What's fiscal mean?
I don't know. Maybe you should go look it up afterwards.
I can't.
All right, some of us also need to pay for some shirts we've ordered. And Ms. Tara sent out an email today. You might have gotten one from a strange email. That is the new treasurer email. So not all financial things are rolling into the troop account, because we get a lot of emails about all kinds of stuff, and then we have to try to sort them. So we decided just to come up with our own treasurer email. So you got an email today. You sent it to everyone, right, Tara? So mark that as not spam, because that's Tara asking you either we got something to give you, or we would like for you to give us some money, please. Or we're trying to tell you about something financial that's going on. I think there's also a couple folks that need to pay for some trips that we've been on in the past. So we've been kind of working with you, but make sure you're doing your due diligence and paying that forward. As Eli said, we might have to start accessing interest on you. So it's not the true 202 bank. So try to pay that back if you can. I'm just as guilty of that as anybody else. CJ, roll slide. So this is our upcoming schedule with some important dates. I'm going to leave that up there, CJ, when we're done. Make sure that stays up so folks can take a picture of it and look at it if they need to. I will send that out. But that's a snippet and a look ahead of what we got left for the rest of the year. And there's a lot up there. A few things I want to note is coming up this 2 Saturdays from now is an Eagle project. So I'd like for Elijah to come forward, or just stand up there and tell everybody what you need out of them, Elijah. Talk loudly so they can hear you.
I will be having my Eagle project next Saturday, September 21st at 8:30 a.m. at 40 United Methodist Church in Norwood.
I'm wrong, sorry.
I'm putting up a flagpole, and we're doing some landscaping around the flagpole and around the church sign. And I'll be feeding you breakfast. So please be there.
And if you're going to go, please let Elijah know, because that breakfast I have to buy. So another important date that's coming up that we hadn't already talked about is the 12th. I think I got that one right, I hope. And that's an important day in the life of Mr. Gussie. Mr. Gussie, you want to come up and talk about that?
So October 12th is going to be my Eagle ceremony, and I need people to light the candles for the ranks.
Just random people like Eagle?
No, like Able. People like Able.
You need scouts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Able, I already got you. So who's attending for it?
We can do this later.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
Yeah, so the rank candles and then the scout light candles.
So if you want to help Brett, come see him tonight. You got something to write on, Brett, so you can take some notes, maybe your phone. So help Brett out, and if all of you want to come to Brett's Eagle ceremony, you can come, right? Right, Ross? You're feeding us that day. Lunch is on Ross that day. What time we need to be here, Brett?
For the people doing the candles, 1:30.
1:30. Your ceremony starts when? 2. Where's it at?
Here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We got troop yard sale on the 1st, North Creek Camping. Set the middle of October for our due date for signing up for Alaska to deposit. We do have winter camp coming up at the end of December. We're going to be sending an email out on that so you can sign up. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And there's another one in there I added, and it's the 13th of December. That's Cub Scout Advancement Day. So part of us being a successful troop is that we need to have a successful pack. And part of what you guys need to do is that you need to go show those boys in the pack what it means to be a Boy Scout. And that is an excellent opportunity for you to do that. That is at Camp Barnhart. That day you can go help teach those boys how to tie knots. And if you're nervous about that, that means you need to start tying some knots. Right? And show them what it means to be a Boy Scout so that all those Cub Scouts will be encouraged to come over to the Boy Scout troop. Okay? That will count as service hours. That will count as edge method for you that are trying to rank up, right? Your parents may not know what I'm talking about, but I think all of you scouts in these 10 shirts know what those things mean, right? Those are all important things that you got to get out of the way for rank advancement. You can knock a lot of it out that day. There'll be a sign up that goes out. There may be an opportunity to camp that night. That's that camping opportunity that I mentioned. Camping at Camp Barnard's pretty easy. Okay? So if you're afraid of a trail, maybe we can get you out there and camp at Barnard that night. All right? That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. We're going to leave it there. I have nothing else to say, CJ. Okay?
Thomas Linton, would you come please in the prayer? Thomas Linton.
Reverend, thank you for the support of honor going safely and the scouts and further in their Christian strategy. Please bless us food we're about to have and the nursery life. I pray. Amen. Amen.
No, we have to take a photo. Evan.
Thank you for all coming to celebrate us today. As a reminder, Dragon and Cobra Patrol needed to have clean up duty tonight. This operation will be managed by the 10 ASPLs. Once ASPLs will commence the cleanup crew, once everything's